Notice 1 Peter 1 and verse 2. Notice the very first word that Peter uses, elect. He's talking to the elect. Now, those who teach predestination would love that word. And notice who the elect are. According to, again, what? The foreknowledge of God the Father. Again, we all agree that God knows who his elect are before they're even born. But notice why they are the elect of God. Notice why. Through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience. They are the elect of God. Through his foreknowledge. Yes. Why? Through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience. Notice the part. And sprinkling of the blood of Jesus Christ, that Jesus Christ has justified them, brought them forgiveness. They're God's elect by his foreknowledge because they chose to be sanctified. They chose to be obedient. They chose to receive more of the Spirit by making decisions to continually be surrendered. And this is how it lines up and harmonises perfectly with all those texts we saw and many others. That God desires that none be lost, that we make our calling and election sure, etc. Yes, God has an elect, and he knows who they are. But they had a part to play, just like you gave the illustration of that race. You may have the knowledge of who will win that race the next day. The race hasn't been raced yet, but let's say for some way you do have that prior knowledge. Let's call it the 100-meter Olympic gold medal sprint. And for some reason you just know. Not a hunch, you know, because you have foreknowledge. The fact that you know, did that make a difference to the man who won that race?
No.
Did that make a difference to the fact that he had to deny himself, train harder than the others, sacrifice more, control his diet, be so disciplined in every aspect, and continually strive for improvement and make decisions every day to say no to certain delicacies and when he was tired to continue to train and just be so dedicated because he wanted to win that race. Your foreknowledge had nothing to do with that. You just happened to know, but he had a part. He had a huge part to play. So God knows his elect, yes, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience. They had a great part to play as they surrendered and stayed faithful to God through the trials and the temptations and through their failings. I'm not saying that it was a smooth way, but through their failings as well, through their mistakes and through their learning. But ultimately God saw, as he saw with King David as a young shepherd boy and all that he would have to go through. Before we were born, the Lord knows. He knows everything. But that shouldn't deter us. If we entertain that thought and we take it too far, we think, well, what the heck? God knows, so my destiny is sealed, good or bad. I'm just going to live my life. No. God knows because of the decisions you made in your life to be disciplined, to turn from wrong things. This is why he knows.